Excuse me. Good morning, everybody. Good to see you all. Welcome back. Hope everyone had a nice little weekend. Good to see you, Larry. Everyone can hear me just loud and clear. Just give me a chat back. See everybody here in the trading room. Good, 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 good. All right. Just want to do a quick audio. All right. Good. All right, everybody. Well, welcome back, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Nice to be back. I just came back from vacation. Looks like it's been kind of been a slow week. There were a couple of things that moved in the market. A couple of stocks I liked. I was obviously following along and see what's going on. I mean, I was getting alerts just as much as you guys, but overall, we're almost at the final weeks of summer. I know a lot of kids started going back to school. My kids go back to college. My middle one goes back to college this week. I got to go bring him at the end of the week too. He's going to University of Delaware, so that's going to be always being fun. And just overall, it's summer's in its prime. People start to come back. I think this is like the last week of summer. I mean, next week kids start like I said, kids start going back. They start school next week, so it might be a little bit on the slower side. I mean, it's beautiful here in New York. I don't know where you are, but how the weather always affects everybody is, like here in New York, people still have their homes. They still got their summer homes. I mean, if they're at the beach, whatever it is. So I always kind of remind you that every morning going into trading because you don't want to get too cocky. But remember, this is the best time to learn. Okay. A lot of you, if you don't know this, if you're part of Cyber Trade University, this is actually the best times to learn. And we start phase one classes going into this week. So if you're a student of Cyber Trade University, Josh is going to be doing phase one. Remember, it's only an hour in the morning, an hour in the afternoon. And we do those 4 lessons. Very important that you get those 4 lessons done at that time and then go from there. So just once again, just be very, just learn now because September, October, November are the best months to trade. And our list might get very, very small now, but when it comes around that time, it's going to be like, holy crap, which one do I trade? This one, that one, this one. So a lot going on. Now, I'm going to be on Bookmap today. If you can't make it, no big deal. It will be recorded on their YouTube channel, so you get to watch it. I'm doing something very, very different too. I'm going to get really, really basic. We have a lot of students that come in here at Cyber Trade University, and we know a lot of you here watching it on our channel, YouTube channel, and everyone talks about how great they are and how look at that traded, look at this one, this is my style. This No one ever talks about the basics, and I think I really want to tackle that. It's amazing, but some people just don't know the difference between the bid and the offer. What is a buyer and what is he doing there? And what is that seller doing there? No one just really knows what that means. And I really want to get into that. And I think it's going to be a good one. I'm also going to be on NASDAQ today, not today, on Thursday. So once again, feel free to come and, watch us on our channel at NASDAQ. And I'm going to talk about NASDAQ Book Viewer. So if you're once again on social media and you want to know a little bit more about it, like I said, just follow us and we'll get you that link. It's always exciting time for you guys to learn how to use that platform because that's what NASDAQ wants you to know. Listen, if you want to trade the market, you got to know how to trade the market. So we're going to cover stuff like that. And I might even do a video on that too then. I might get really, really basic on the NASDAQ Book Viewer too. So, but with that, let's get right into it. There's a couple of stocks I just want to cover on what happened on Friday. For some of you that were here, I know you had a nice little pop on this FTCH. You could see had a really good move right here. And right around 9 o'clock, went from like 270 up to 320, and then it backed off. Looks like a very nice slow mover, nice little Fausto flags all over here. And then, everyone should have seen that once it broke a new low, a higher low, it should have been out of that one. IONQ, that was probably some of the better ones out of the Friday. Now, Friday is not always a great day to trade, but you could see right here, great move on that one right there. INNQ right at the gate, did a big slingshot, popped it about 1250 and should have been done right before 10 o'clock, ran to about 1320. That one was not too bad. Nice little move on that one. And the GNS, this one, very cheap, inexpensive stock. You could see it right here at the gate, went from like 90 cents to about $1.30. And remember, and I know some people look at these inexpensive stocks and you're trying to wonder, like, do you really make money? Listen, if you bought a stock, if you bought 1,000 shares at $1, okay? And that goes to $1.30 in 30 minutes. Let's just say an hour. You made $300. That's a $50,000 salary. So please don't ever, you know, don't ever what's where I'm looking at it, like, uh, look at it, that's not a lot of money, because it adds up at the end of the month. And you know what, it's all about risk to reward. So anyway, not the greatest day, not a big list on Friday, but you know what, typical summer. And this is probably going to be the last week of this happening. But let's go through the watch list. Now, there were a couple of buyouts going over the week that came out. We had this TMBR. Just want to show you what happened over here on TMBR. Here's level 4. And you could see that when I made that announcement, you got some big buyers right here just showing up right around here around 270, resistance at 320. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Be careful these buyouts. But you could see once that announcement came up, really kind of stopped right there. And it was pretty much February's highs right there. I'm bringing it up because it's the biggest gainer of the day. And the last thing you want to do is you want to get caught on one of these stocks, okay? A couple other ones. Another really big one that did pop up early this morning too. This TIRX. And what's happening with TRX is we're getting a ladder effect. Okay, we're getting orders that are pushing it down. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So for some of you right here, you can see this little red line right here. You see this order right there? Can everybody see that? You know what number that is? It's 195,000 share seller. Who in the right mind wants to compete against 195,000 share seller? And that was at, right around this 845. Right now, we're right around, what time is it? 908. Look where the stock is right now. And he showed up, he showed up, he showed up. And that's why that stock is trending down. So if you're one of these people that caught on to these stocks and you're like, oh, look, it looks like a good mover. I remember TI, and a lot of you do remember the stock because we traded this back in May. Ran from $1 to about $8. Well, guess what? There's a big seller out there. We know he's out there. And until he gets out of his, what does that come out to be? About $300,000 worth of stock. I'm off that until then. I want to see what happens to him. Now, I didn't see a lot going on this morning. It is Monday. It is a crappy morning, okay? Nothing really jumped out at me. I was working my way down the list. You had this PANW on Friday, came out with some big news. Looks like almost earnings, but but who's going to be trading a $230 stock? You know what I mean? Like that's off our list. All right. EOSE, 11%. Big spread. I'm not really completely sold on it. Look at this, 8%. This is the NASDAQ. So we're not really seeing that much out there. You got one stock that's getting crushed. On the other hand, this NSSC, this thing is just getting decimated. And there's just sellers just everywhere. There was a big seller just showed up right now here at 20,000, pushing it down. So I don't know if there's anybody here who wants to know about, should I hold on to a stock after getting beat up? Is it going to come back? If you were stuck here from Friday, you didn't get out of 28 after hours. Now you're at 23. Listen, you're breaking 52-week lows. Just a lesson needs to be learned right here. But you know what? The stock was down into 15. So you want to sit there, you want to watch. Go ahead. Anyway, could be a good short. Nikola's finally coming back down. That was a great stock in June, July. We did really well with that stock. So, but on the big losers list, I'm just trying to find out if we have any dead cat bounces there. And nothing there. By the way, NVIDIA is obviously coming out with some big news, earnings announcements, a couple of good earnings announcements. We'll see how that's going to affect the AI. Remember what happened the last time NVIDIA came out? That thing rose up about 90 points or 80 points. So keep an eye on NVIDIA, and with NVIDIA, you want to keep an eye on AI. AI is doing pretty well. It did well on Friday. It's picking up. The stock took a big hit. AI is one stock, but it's a little bit more brand name. You got to be careful. There's a couple other AIs, GFAI. So it looks like all the AI stocks will move. We know AI has been really big in the news, and NVIDIA is that's one thing that pulled NVIDIA out of that big slump back in February at the hundreds. Now it's at the 400. That was probably the best, if not the best, percentage mover of so far of this year, with a stock like there. So NVIDIA has always been a fun stock to trade. Now, anything else out there? You have XPEV that we've traded so many times. Looks like it's up, moving up a little bit today. Not really. Orders are holding here pretty strong. So, I don't know. Well, it's like I'm really getting desperate and really pushing out there to see what I can find. But there's not really that much. There's this one that looked pretty decent too. This GRRR was not terrible, but it came up to a big order. There's a couple iceberg orders that just showed up right around here. You can see them right there at 190. You see it right there. This stock had a really good move just now. You could see right around here at 815, made a big move and boom. And then this guy showed up and kind of backed off. Then he gave up some of his shares. He added it down here at 184. So, I mean, this one is pretty decent. We've traded this stock before. If that seller gets done, that's a great sign. It's a great sign. So, and you know what? We don't have too much to work off. So we got to just use what we got. You got Tesla's coming back down. NVIDIA is going to be on that news, but NVIDIA is going to probably be something we want to trade with something else. Tito's, remember Tito's? Tito's is a fun stock. Remember we traded this back in April, everybody? This thing ran from $1 to about $5. I don't know. It's on the wall. It's moving. It's got a lot of volume this morning, but you could see the market volume today is kind of light anyway. All right, so I don't really see anything else out there that jumps out at me, but that pretty much does it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and probably only 2 of them probably decent. But don't worry about it. There's always something that will pop up when the market opens up. And, we always got to be careful on Monday. That's why doing a class today is a great day for you to jump in because, listen, I'm not going to trade too heavy today. I might not even trade at all because I don't like to trade when I come back from vacation because, I don't know, I gotta get my timing ready, But if I do see something exciting, I will go out there and do it. What else? In the meantime, everybody, first of all, a couple of shout outs really quick. I'd like to wish my wife a happy birthday. She, I don't want to tell you her age because she'll kill me. All right. I think you're not supposed to ever tell me when they're wife, but I want to wish my wife, some of you know her, coming to the on-sites and everything else. She always comes out and joins us for dinner. So she'll like it after that, Rosie. Thank you very much for sharing that. And also Greg Literature, one of our top employees and right-hand man here that puts all this great stuff together. His birthday was yesterday, so I want to wish Greg Literature a happy birthday for him too. A lot of you know him. You've spoken to him. He's been for me about almost 15 years now. So, like to wish him a happy birthday too. So with that said, everyone, anything else? Anything we're missing? Anything else that we got? Samuel, I think I'll be in jail if I had a 29-year-old. Well, actually, not these days, no. But I actually remember my birthday's next month, so I'll be 52. 52 or 53? 52. What do you think about Kava? You know what? I got out of Kava. I still own it. I'm losing on my other trade. I sold it, when the announcement came out. So I got a little egg on my face. I got a little upset about it. But remember, we own it right around 42 anyway. I had a huge winner on it. I took a profit. Right now I'm up a little bit, but I'm down on my second trade because I did sell it. I did hold a little bit. So, but it's got some big support levels around here, 42. All right, so we'll see how that works out. All right, well, that's a good trade. There you go, Brian. Well, that's not bad. Getting it in on Friday, you did pretty well on that. So we'll keep a close eye on it. But they did take a big hit, right when it hit this 57. So, all right, guys, let's get ready for the market open up. We got about 15 minutes. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll be back here at 2:30. Remember, we're live every morning at 9 a.m. at 2:30. You could also click on that QR code if you want to join our trading room and see what we're doing all day. Cyber traders, you know what the story is. Be in class, see something, you say something. And if you're new here to Cyber Trading University, you're doing one of the trials, you're in the room. Remember, please do not trade anything. You're only here to watch to see what the traders are doing and seeing if they're making money doing it, and see if there's something for you because you need to learn before you can earn. And this is the way you're going to learn. All right, guys, good luck. Happy trading. And we'll see you when the market opens up in 15 minutes. Be safe today.